Alright, so we just pulled over. I found a beautiful Audi TT S with some, in orange, with some beautiful BBS wheels. So we're gonna do that now. There she is. Look at this thing. Nice Audi TT with beautiful BBS wheels. Sick. Let's head to the edit. So the first thing we do when we get into the edit is I apply my Lightroom preset pack, which is the sun glow preset. I always brighten it up, add a road mask or a lower mask, and then subtract the subject so we don't affect the subject at all. We'll darken the road a little bit, maybe color balance it a little bit better. Then we'll do another mask for the sky or the trees or whatnot. We'll remove the subject again. And then we'll brighten it up a little bit. We'll add a lot of less clarity to make it a little bit more glowy, maybe a little bit less dehaze. And then we'll add a subject mask, and then we do my little S-curve thing in the curves here to make it really pop out a bit more. We'll add some clarity, a little bit of dehaze, some sharpness, and that's basically all of it, the editing for this shot. We hit 6 on the numpad, which labels it as red, which to me is the saving preset. So like it knows that so I know that I'm good to stop editing that photo. And then we'll come over to the next photo, which is the upper shot of the BBS wheel. Add the preset again, raise the brightness, do another road mask. Do another sky mask. For this one it's a little bit difficult because there's not a lot of detail, so there's not too much you can change other than maybe the hue or the color of it. And then we'll do another subject mask, but the AI subject doesn't do the greatest job, so we'll add the brush and then just retrace where it didn't hit. And then we'll change the color of it, we'll add some contrast, do my little S-curve thing again on this one, and then add some clarity. And add a little bit more of saturation and I think a little bit of a different hue as well to match the proper color of the car. And if you're ever wanting to get the right color of the car, if you hit Y on your keyboard, it'll bring up a before and an after image, and then you can get an actual set image how you like it. And then once we're doing here, we're exporting the photos, so we'll export them at 100% JPEG. And then I'll airdrop them to my phone, and then we can start printing. So right now we're grabbing out my Canon Selphy 1500. We're adding the little battery pack that I can get with it. We're opening the door, adding the paper, turning on the machine, and then we'll wait for this to load up for a second. But as I'm doing that, I'm basically getting my phone ready. I'm getting the app all set up. I'm loading the photos in the app, just getting ready so I can connect to the Wi-Fi and then print the photos. And then we'll hit print, we'll connect via Wi-Fi, which is amazing of this device. It's one of the best features to me, actually. I don't have to insert an SD card or a USB stick at all. It goes right from my phone, which is amazing. Perfect, so it connected, and now it's printing the images. So each image will have a 4-pass platform with the printer. It'll do a yellow, then it'll do a yellow, then a red, then a blue, and then a clear coat. But once you get to the blue coat, it's essentially, that's your final image and how it's going to look like. And then a clear coat is just a protective sealant for it, which is pretty good. But yeah, one thing to note with this printer is if you don't expose the darks too much. It'll cast a little bit of a blue cast, so just be a little bit cautious with that when editing. You also can get a color profile for your editing for these printers, but for me, I don't use them since I do a bunch of different editing for all different platforms and different printers as well. So the first one's done. We're just doing the wheel shot right now, and then we'll fast forward this, and then we'll get to the everything else. So now what we're doing here, we took off the edges of the paper we don't need. I'm signing my name on the back of each print in case people want to, like, I don't know, have my images or have my signature or whatnot. But then we also always add a business card in the package. We also always add an airhead, preferably to the color of the car, but sometimes we don't have the color, so I'll look for an accent color or a brake caliper color, or if there's like a certain line or color that's dominant to the car, I'll try and add that color. For this color, I think we added orange, or sorry, we don't have orange. I added red because it's a close thing to orange. So we add my little package. We reach in the back and grab my air freshener. We grab the red airhead, and then we'll always start with the Ascent air freshener first, as it's the base. We'll fold it over, because if you don't fold it over, it doesn't fit properly. So fold it over, put it in the bag, make sure it's straight and all, and then we'll put in the airhead. And then we'll put in the business card. And then we'll finish up with the photos. And then we'll take off the tab, fold it over, and apply the stickiness down to the plastic. And then we'll put this on the car. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you appreciate it. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys in the next one.